Can everybody hear me?
Cool.
Can everybody hear me? Oh wow, this is really delayed. Well, I'm just going to be working out kinks tonight. I'll probably actually start doing this every weekend or so. But yeah, it's pretty interesting having this. I haven't done any kind of live streaming in gosh, almost 10 years. Okay. Yeah, this is really I'm going to let's do this. So, Ryan, did you send out that tweet? Okay. Um yeah, I'm pretty delayed. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm just going to hover around here for now. I think I have everything ready. See that. One thing I should probably do. Let's see. Let's do this. Uh, Audio delay to video, which is to be expected. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So, right now it is 9 after. I think at about let's see, 30 after. I'm gonna like officially start and go for about an hour or so. So otherwise I'll just hang out here, Ryan. I'm gonna check a setting here real quick. Oh, cool. Let's close that. I just got notified of my own live stream. Thought I'd give something in the meantime of being absent for a while. Okay. But yeah, I have not done any form of live streaming since it was very early on, 2 computers ago. So trying to figure out how much everything's changed is going to be it's going to be interesting. Yeah, at some point I got to work on this parking lot as well. It's been a while since it's been about a year since I even did any of this, which is weird to think of. Ah, that's something I can do in the meantime since Ryan's not going to be on. At any point, Ryan, really. Uh-oh. There we go. That's odd. Starting to experience lag. Wow. Huh. Damn. That sucks.
That sauce anyway. That ranch.
There we go. Get a load. There we go. Guess my all-powerful computer isn't just powerful. Oh, come on. No more hiccups, please. Yep. No worries. Okay. Now I just gotta remember to get rid of that before you come on. Yeah, it's been weird tonight. Despite being in Seattle, really close to it, for some reason, I'm even having problems being about an hour away from Seattle. Okay. Still Colin, you still there?
I'm calling you.
Tss. Cool. Cool. Thanks to see that you're still here. Just was curious. Oh, There's the tweet. Yeah, that might work, but let's just, since this is a test, I'm not too concerned. Maybe for the next one, if I do it tomorrow, maybe then we can put a video up. I can edit one quickly tonight after we're done. Oh, channel post. Yeah, I don't have access to that because I only have 44 subscribers. I looked and saw that I need at least 1,000. So you can go ahead and do that, but we can figure stuff out later. Hi, Deck Tunics Inc. Thanks for joining the stream. Tonight is mostly a test to see if I can build and stream on the with this new computer that I have. Um, I'm gonna be let's making things my own, so to speak. 5 minutes till we get started. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Ryan. It is? It says that I'll be right back. I'm using a free version of the program, which doesn't allow me to customize things and let me tab out, so that's what's going on. If anybody hasn't guessed yet, thanks, Ryan. But if anybody hasn't guessed yet, this is one of my favorite places to start, which is the bus drop off area. Hopefully it does. Thanks a lot, Ryan. It would be cool if Jurassic Park was one, a thing, and two, in Orlando, which, as that video stated that I put out today, uh, I am planning on recreating that image as well. I just want to get a certain percent done on this park before I jump over to that one. I have it all laid out as well for Minecraft, so I just need to spend the time in World Painter to draw it out and trace it and whatnot and make sure it looks good before I actually start building, which is what I did with this park. And hopefully it won't take me another 2-3 years as it did with this one. But unfortunately, with this one, I lost the world many times, and right when I got it finished, Ryan or Ryan and a couple others had suggested that it was way too big, which it actually was. This park that I'm currently working on is actually 1/3 the size of the original version that I had done, and this visitor center is massive. I don't want to imagine having to try and build one that's 2/3 the size. I'll get to the Utah Raptor incident in a little bit, but yeah, I'll be getting to that in a bit. Okay, I'll talk about it tonight. Well, I guess we're at 7:30, so well at least 7:30 my time. I'm gonna get started here, and hello and welcome everybody. This is Thylacine Plays Minecraft, and this is going to be the first live stream of the Jurassic Park San Diego project. I thought I'd test everything out and work out any potential kinks so that eventually I could actually work a bit with the Everything Jurassic Park team so we can do some live streaming from the island potentially. Everything's still up in the air whether or not that's going to happen. But my plan tonight is to pick one of the smaller exhibits, and I'll give some suggestions, and if anybody if one gets chosen, I'll work on that. Actually, no. I just decided what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna work on the enclosure for my namesake, or at least my username namesake, the Thylacine, because that I wanted to do something special, and since this is the first live stream, that's special enough. But as I'm building, I'll talk to uh, I'll talk to you guys about different attributes of the storyline of the park. Dick Tunes Tunics Inc. specifically would like to hear about the Utah Raptor incident that I had teased in the video earlier today. But anyway, let's get moving. All in due time, Deke Tunics. The whole reason for the live streams that I'll be doing here soon is to make sure I work out any potential kinks out so that if Ryan and the rest of the team is willing, I can show off that park and be like a bit of a cameraman for them. Oh, I love the feeling of walking down this main street. But so this is the park so far, and if I go over here, actually let's just do for a walk. So if you check out the map that I had sent in a little bit ago from my Google Drive, you can see the map. The Thylacine exhibit is in the Cenozoic era section of the park, and I will walk my way to that. Cenozoic mean well, technically we're still living in the Cenozoic era, but this will have a lot of the Ice Age creatures, a lot of the larger things that have recently gone extinct relatively compared to things like the T-Rex, which I'll give a teaser on that enclosure. I've got 2 enclosures being worked on right now because I figured since I put a poll up, I better at least work on 2 just in case the 2 more popular ones, just in case which one of those 2 wins. And the Raptor House won, and I'll be posting a video about that in probably about a week or 2. And then the following weekend I'll do another video on the Rex paddock, which I'll show off today after I'm done here. So I just walked through what would be the Paraceratherium, Smilodon. Let me pop that map. Okay, so this exhibit here is the Paraceratherium. This is the cave lion, and this is the Smilodon. Let me pop the map or the. No, it was not intentional. That's not the first time I've heard of that, but I actually like that idea. Let me go back. I might make it more look like Nublar. I like that idea. I really, really like that idea. So that's going to be changed. I knew these were going to be a good idea. get walking again. But anyway, whole thing, this park memorized where everything is. I have a general idea of where everything is, but not 100%. How's everybody doing tonight? That's where the Smilodon is. This is a giant beaver. This is going to be the dire wolf for all the Game of Thrones fans out there. Yes, there are plans for the Everything Jurassic Park team, at least at some point, to be moving towards Sorna, yes. Good to hear, Ryan. Ugh, I don't like how this feels. I might change this up a little. As you'll see later, most exhibits are going to be down in pits, so I can afford to bring these walls down or make them look different, look better, I should say. This is the first time I've walked through here with all the walls. Yes, that's the response that I was waiting for. Deke Tunix Inc. Ryan is the one that's in charge, so every one of the Everything Jurassic Park comments revolving around the main map or any potential future projects will have to go to him more so than me. I'm just a secondary leader, so to speak. I defer everything to him. Okay, am I in the right spot? Yes, I am. This section here is going to be the thylacine exhibit. Exhibit done before I move on to do other things. Heck, if anybody has any suggestions on what part of the park they'd like to look at and see, go ahead, let me know. Let me turn the volume down. Actually, what am I doing? I can do this. And I'm going to be digging out the pit first. That first and foremost, that's what I'm, just so everybody is aware of what I'm doing. This thing wasn't too tall, so I'll have the pit be 3. Oh. 3 blocks below. Sorry, I may get into like a building mode where I stop talking. Um, if you have any questions as I continue, go ahead and type them up in the chat. I will, as soon as I see them. Mural of the Jurassic Park logo on the... Yes, that was a last minute idea, and I liked that too. I'm planning on having a bunch of those kind of things, partly because of how large everything is, like on the grounds of buildings, those kind of things. Actually, I don't think everybody's seen the... I don't think I've shown that off much. I have a painting that I made in the staff center that I don't know if I've shown off on an episode. You know what? Instead of doing this is kind of boring work. I'll just show off the park. So let's go this way. Let's... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I'm not 100% done with the Jurassic Park logo. I'll take the staff path. But, okay then. You kicked me again. Why'd you kick me? You gonna work now? There we go. Maybe. This is the kind of stuff that this stream is for, so hold tight, everybody. Hold on to your butts. There's a timely reference for us. Yeah. I'm gonna have to restart my client. Right. I know my stream's all over the place. Doo, doo, doo. Six people watching. Welcome, everybody. My stream's all over the place at the moment because lag on the server. But let's see, who's all here? Focus on that. Wow, I'm all the way back over here. Okay. So let's go back. I'm going to walk over to the visitor center to show off and talk about the Utah Raptor incident. Okay. At some point, this will all look like it's supposed to and not be overgrown, but then again, it's still pretty new. We're going to walk over here through the mammoth enclosure. I'll just do this. Okay, we're back. Let's walk up the steps of this. So, with this visitor center, I had a little bit of help from Colin, who was chatting in the chat earlier, and we figured that we were going to take inspiration from the movie visitor center, the a little bit of the innovation center from Jurassic World, and the Discovery Center from specifically Universal Studios Orlando, Florida. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good compromise of the two, of the three, I should say. So let's walk in. I changed the doors lately. What am I doing? To these new molasses doors. And there it is. Let me jump up onto here. The Jurassic Park mural on the floor. Okay. Sorry about that. And Colin had just messaged me. That is completely fine. That's because I tab out. Okay, let's hop back down here. So, this area is going to be a restaurant, which I will be working on fairly soonish. Now that I have a bit of mods and access to them, I wanted to keep everything vanilla for a while, and I decided to add a few mods, obviously. But I'll be coming back into this area in a moment. That's what involves the Utah Raptor thing. So over here is the IMAX theater. I might get some glowstone so I can show off the size of these screens. These are 1-to-1 how large they would have been in the time period that this IMAX theater was built. This is, I don't remember offhand, 18 by, I believe, 24. Yes, 18 by 24. Yeah. So I was only able to manage to fit 3 in there, but I figured that that was enough. Now, as we continue going counterclockwise. Ooh, 5 viewers. Who did we... I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to keep talking. Got the monorail station back here. New doors. Over here is the museum with the monorail line flying through it with a view of the mammoth enclosure. This part of the reason why the mammoth enclosure is the one that is the museum overlooks is to be a bit of a reference from the novel, where a elephant was the very first thing that Hammond had cloned and used to get talk with the Japanese investors. And I figured that, well, I'm figuring that Goji Rex, I should say, used that as a reference to the novel. That in my canon, my story, Hammond decided to show off the very first creature that he had successfully cloned in the form of their museum. Anyway, so now this is going to be a gift shop. a second gift shop where the park's main gift shop is over there. This is going to be essentially the main Jurassic Park gift shop, like what you would see the main Jurassic Park naming, like merch or name brand merchandising, where over there would be more like specialty, depending on that would have all the like, so in the Cenozoic area and the Cretaceous area they have specific merchandise to that area. That gift store outside the main one has all of those things in there. So it's right now I'm hitting the sack. Good luck with the stream. Okay, thanks Deke Tunics. I will chat with you more later, I guess, but the live stream will be still available on my channel. Hopefully, I'm not sure how all that works, but I will continue talking about the story there so that you can check it out. And if anything, I'll send you a message saying with the timestamp of when I start talking about that. Anyway, have a good night, dude. So, why is it all the way over? Oh, that's because of that. Okay, so let's go outside. I'll hold off on the Utah Raptor incident quite yet, or quite for now. Anyway, let's move over here to where the Utah Raptor enclosure was once at. And we can come down here. They utilize this as more backstage since then. Down here is going to be staff center, or more staff-oriented stuff. Over here particularly, which is under the mural, this is going to be a control center, because every Jurassic Park needs a control center. Probably more inspired by Jurassic World than Jurassic Park, mostly because of the size of this park. But yeah. Okay, let's continue. That's enough. That's enough rambling. So what happened? So over here, I saw that concept art that I had used in the video and figured that that would be an interesting thing to add in, because I just thought that concept art looked really cool. And I was looking at this area and thought, wait a second, why isn't the Utah Raptor here instead of in this enclosure here? So I thought, okay, let's figure out some headcanon. And I figured, okay, this was originally the Utah Raptor enclosure. And up here would be a viewing area. Let me go back inside. And that when the visitor center was built, they would have had an access to this area. So like maybe, I don't know what would be in here quite yet, but where you would come up here, you had not only access to the second floor, this would have been windows overlooking the main rotunda kind of thing. So you see all that. But you come over here and you got access to viewing the Utah Raptor enclosure. And then you come up here and you're up in these smaller towers. It was a pretty nice idea, but because of, I just decided, things just started going, and at some point someone fell down here or something along those lines, and a Utah Raptor got in here. Being that these doors down here would be closed and whatnot, this would be a special exhibit or experience, that the only place for them to have gone is up here and up here. And not necessarily that there was physical damage done to the visitor center, that there was reputation damage. and that this area would be, the reputation of the second story would have been compromised. And they had to shut it down for sake of that kind of stuff. And granted, I'm still trying to flush it out, but that's what I'm going with at the moment. And so this whole area would have been shut down and no longer accessible until they decided, "Oh, you're going to do this again." If I can't get back on, I'm going to call it quits here. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, I'll just continue talking because this is being stupid, but when they decided to put in the monorail because the park had gotten so large, they decided that it would be interesting to have the monorail go through the visitor center and overlook the museum. So there was a walkway that had already been built in that area, and they just repurposed it for the monorail. I really want to get over to this the other section where the monorail goes through and show that off. Please work. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna Oh, you're gonna give me this crap. Okay, we're back on. Where am I? Wow, you jumped me all the way back here. Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, they brought the monorail through here. And unfortunately, because of how expensive monorails are, they pretty much haphazardly did this. So the staircase is still here, but halfway covered. They had to get rid of that staircase, and instead of just bringing it all the way down or getting rid of it, they added this staircase to access it. And they filled that in and just literally put plywood boards over the windows. Because I have a feeling that despite Hammond's constantly saying spared no expense, spared no expense, spared no expense, he's cheap. Especially when it comes to covering up old mistakes. Because we have Nedry. But that was my thought on this. I'll flesh it out quite a bit more. But that's what I'm working with at the moment. If anybody is a good storyteller that can help me figure out a better narrative, maybe I'll do a video on it at some point. Lores from Jurassic Park San Diego. I don't know. But, and now I'm frozen. Okay. So, I'm going to go over here, give a quick teaser for the next episode, and show off the Staff Center murals. So, the guest star has been working on this, and I'm not going to go inside because it's nowhere near done, but just giving you a good quick peek. And I've been working quite a bit on this area. Not many updates since the time I recorded in the last video. But let's go over here. I'll give off a quick peek of the Rex paddock. And all I've really done is level it out so that it's in a pit. Used that as a size reference. And there should be another one somewhere over here. There's not, but let's come over here. Figured that looked good. There's the other one. Since there's another walkway over here. So let's go back to the staff center real quick. And I just passed an hour. And I've had to have 3 restarts. That's not good. But that's what the tests are for. Let's go. Some point I'll retexture this pathway as I did over there. Might use the same one. So there's one custom map setting. Made that logo myself, if I'm remembering correctly. And bam. I figured that was perfect for this. Got another one over here. Let's clear this inventory. Item frame. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. That's not right. There we go. Anybody figure out what concept art it is yet? I think I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I want to use this and then the one that I got on the other side somewhere. These were originally test ideas for the center mural, but I felt that the Jurassic Park San Diego one fit the best. Got that one. Thanks, Ryan, for making me feel like I'm not just talking to myself. Now, which one is this? Wait, that's that one. I thought there was another one. Yeah, I would have sworn that there was one involving the one from the communication center. Thanks a lot, Colin. You missed the finished visitor center, Colin. Well, not finished, so to speak, but a lot farther along than it was when we last worked on it. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other one. But I'll be calling it quits here pretty soon. Is the other one hidden down here? No? That's odd. Wait. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know where it hidden, where the other chest is hidden, but whatever. Oh. Yeah, so we got that. What else can I show off? I don't think I went inside the river cruise station. And it was a tight squeeze to get it in here. Believe me, especially because this was supposed to be probably about ending right about here, too. What is going on in here? That's weird. That's bizarre. So, yeah. Yeah, the Jungle River cruise station is the exact same from the Everything Jurassic Park project, but I had to fit it in here as a bit of a tight squeeze in order to not interrupt the Triceratops enclosure. But at some point, there's actually I'm gonna do some redstone wiring to do like boat locks and stuff. Yeah, the interior is pretty straightforward. I haven't started customizing it or anything. But up here, wait, where is it? There's supposed to be a door around here somewhere. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna punch through. Where is it? No? I know there's something over here. There's something up here. There's like offices. Huh, this is probably from a version. I probably copied this from a version before I put the offices in. Huh, whatever. I guess that's odd. Huh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the main entrance. So, is there any specific area of the park you guys would like to see before I end the stream? Yeah, there's going to have to be some changes here for biomes. I can do it. It's just because it's currently set up as a server. For some reason, World Edit does not like me changing it. And show all of the packs, paddocks. Okay. Um. So not quite sure. Do you mean you want me to fly over the park, Colin? I'll definitely get over to the sauropod paddocks, but just trying to figure out what Colin means. Do you just want me to fly over? Do you want me to walk through the dinosaur through this park? What specifically are you meaning by that? While I'm waiting for him, I'll make my way over to the sauropod paddock. Actually, there's two areas. There's one in the Jungle River Cruise, which is for the Diplodocus, or the one in Jurassic America. Okay, just on a last flyover. Okay. So let's try and load up all the Cenozoic. At least most of it. Yep, there's the Cenozoic. The Paraceratherium is the largest by far. Over here's the mammoth. There's 3 types of mammoth that are going to be in here. This pathway is going to be an elevated bridge. No worries, Colin. But elevated bridge over everything, so that you can the mammoths can walk underneath. Over here, it's just going to be a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. As you can see, there's the thylacine exhibit I started earlier. Over there's the Cenozoic aviary. This building behind the thylacine exhibit is going to be the Carboniferous house. Let me shift over here. This center large building is going to be the giant reptile house. Next to it is going to be a Permian section of the park. Over here are there's 2 different elephant species, or mastodon elephant type species. Over here is I believe that's a cave bear. I'm not 100%. I don't remember what that is. This region is going to be the Permian area. Over here, there's the. Let me move my map again. Pangea. We've got a bunch of different things in here. Names I'm not remembering. I believe, yeah, Dimetrodon. And there's one that's been added in Jurassic Craft recently that's in here. I'll get over to the sauropod exhibit, or paddock. So this is going to be massive. This is massive. This is the moving map again. The Apatosaurus paddock. This, first of all, is going to be dropped down about 10 blocks, where the Rex one was dropped 6. This one's going to be dropped minimum of 10. This is going to be the level where the fence is at. There's going to be a very large gap between that and the actual main fence that protects this area. There's going to be also a river, a moat that goes in here. I believe this is going to be called the Europasaurus in here. This exhibit, this paddock, is the Diplodocus, which that one is going to be the same way as this. Thinking about it, I might do the same thing that I'm planning on doing with the mammoths, where this is all one giant enclosure, and this is just a bridge that is going over it. Let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, this is going to be massive. There's also supposed to be a forest in here. The Brachiosaur is supposed to have a giant lake. Obviously, a reference to the Welcome to Jurassic Park scene, which that lake is going to be right about in this area, the center. Over here is the rest of Jurassic America. In the timeline, this area is probably only about 5 years old, if that. Yeah, 2017, if I remember correctly. They are huge, and just wait till I get over to the Argentinosaurus. That paddock is a lot larger. But this is the Metriacanthosaurus. Moving map again. Sauropod, I believe this is the Mamenchisaurus in here. Um, and then a bunch of smaller things over there along wrapping around it, both from South America and America. This is a monorail stop. This is specifically, this monorail stop is the biggest reason why, uh, in park timeline wise, they added the monorail because who would want to walk all the way out here with how large these exhibits are? Or at least if you're wanting to go strictly to the sauropod area, who's going to want to walk straight from all the way from there, winding your way all the way through? So, oh boy, we're getting a ticking again. But over here is the front for Jurassic. Um, I might. No, I'm gonna save that plan for when I get to it. I'm not gonna spoil that right now, but that's going to be a reference to someone who is actually pretty big in the fandom that I'm not going to talk much about right now. But over here is Jurassic Aviary. This is the Dilophosaurus paddock. Next to it is the Stegosaurus Peak, as what the enclosure is called. There are four small ones. There's the Compsognathus and the Stegosaurus. Over here is I don't remember what the name is, but it's the only dinosaur that I remember. And I'm crashed again. Damn. Oh, come on. But yeah, I don't think when I'm going to be doing live streams again, I'll be doing it where the world's on a server. At least much. Yeah, I'm going to relaunch the client. Are Ryan, are you referring that you would walk all the way over there if you were just wanting to go to the sauropod area, or which part are you referring to? And we're back. So this exhibit here, this enclosure, I should say, is Cryonosaurus or something like that. Oh, okay, true. Yeah, you definitely would. But this one is the only dinosaur that I am aware of that's been found in Antarctica. I believe this is called the Afrovenerator. Jurassic Gondwana. And for some reason, this area is a bunch of roller coasters, which I don't fully understand. I might change it. Not sure what I'm going to do here. But, another monorail station. This is the Triassic. Right here is the, I believe it's called the Goji Rex. So this one is going to be the enclosure that is referring to the creator of this. Over here is the Herrerasaurus. Oh, and there's the aquariums. That I'm not looking forward to. I may have to update to 1.13 for that and lose out on all dinosaurs at the moment, at least. Unless Project Nublar is able to get things working. Oh, you're kicking me again? Oh, come on. It's just not liking it tonight. Then again, none of my computers so far have liked the aquarium area. So it might be that. Yeah, restarting. At least it's still not as bad as my worst live stream. I will be contacting them. Because I'm not even 2 hours from the physical location. But then again, I've got a more powerful computer now, so I might be able to host the server myself. Probably next time. The only reason why it's on a server at the moment is so that Ryan can work with me uh, when he partners with me to do the Raptor House. But I'll probably be just live streaming when it's from my local computer. But if I were to do a server again, I might actually host it myself. Let's see. Let's try and get in. What is going on tonight? It does not like me. They might be doing server maintenance or something. I just didn't let me know. Okay. Now we're back on. Let's make our way to the Cretaceous Jungle River Cruise. Taking the employee path because I can. And all this is going to be changed. I'm not going to have a gravel path through here. I'll actually be building a road that goes along the side of the aquarium. Most of the third aquarium, which is just an add-on to the first one, is just this one large exhibit, I think, for the I cannot pronounce. I'm not even going to attempt that at the moment, at least. And let's pop through the gap for the baryot or the irritator. I'm going to go back to the River Cruise Station. This is really tight in here. I may add a couple blocks and take it away from the Carnotaurus. Which that paddock there is going to be the Carnotaurus, or enclosure. And this is good enough. This is the Triceratops. Triceratops territory, as the map calls it, if I remember correctly. So, now for the Argentinosaurus. It's the size of both sauropod paddocks. Come on, load. Pretty much have to load the entire Jurassic or Jungle River cruise in order to load this paddock. There, it's all loaded. Okay, almost there. Okay, let's situate from there, moving. Yes, it is massive. So, let me bring my Triceratops. I believe this is the Megasaurus or something. Uh, I don't remember specifically. This is the Pachycephalosaurus. This is Dreadnoughtus, a small sauropod. Albertosaurus. This is a bunch of random herbivores, one of which is the Corythosaurus. The main aviary. I don't remember what this one is, but then these two are two Australian herbivores. So let's drop. This one, I don't know what I'm going to do. I still need to figure out how low I need to drop the water level. And then I'm going to make sure all the exhibits are at that level. And so this will have to probably be dropped down by at least 6, 7. Essentially, that's all going to be determined by this paddock here, which this is the Triceratops territory, or plateau is what it's called. And much like the mammoth enclosure, this area is going to be like raised above, and this will be a bridge so that the Triceratops can go underneath it, and there'll be a bunch of terrain levels. There'll be a hill that comes up to here, probably a pond. Yeah, there's a couple ponds here, but and then a stream that flows through here that goes out into the river. And so that all the terraforming that's going to need to be done first, just to get it to a workable stage, but then to make it like a livable paddock, so to speak. This is a daunting project, and then this will all be edited down to that level, whatever it turns out to be. And this actually, in order to fit it in, I had to do it this way, but I want the boats to progress this way and around. So that means this is going to stay at the level and probably about here drop down to where it's supposed to be. And this is going to be doing an S kind of thing, but stay right about here, bringing a lift hill up to the height that it's supposed to be. So there's going to be a lot of work involved in just this. And all this will be terraformed and whatnot, make it look decent, but again, very early on. Now, anything else before I finish this thing that anybody would like to see? Another thing is I'm not sure what to do here. Meanwhile, while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna go back to the main entrance. Oh, I forgot. Okay. It was great here, having you here, Ryan. Thanks for all the help that you had. I do want to end it off with something real quick. If it'll load. Ooh, it worked. What do you guys think of this? Ooh, it's chugging. I might not be able to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna call it here. It's been an interesting test. We learned a couple things, and we learned that I need to have this as a world on my actual computer and not a server, but all things that can be worked out. Anyway, let's come over here and end this off. I don't have my sound bite queued, so I'm not gonna do my new outro, but this has been Let's Build and Thylacine Plays Minecraft. Thank you everybody for joining me on my first live stream. Thanks. Bye.